Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A violent start to 2023 across Detroit as police investigate several violent incidents that left 2 people dead and several more in the hospital. But first, a look at the weather on this Sunday night. You're looking live at a sky cam with a view from the waterfront. The Forewarn weather team tracking changes for the first week of 2023. Forewarn meteorologist Brian Sherman joins us now with a look at what's going to be a warm up in a couple of days, but also a lot of different conditions to start off our year.
Yeah, that's right, Pamela. A little bit of everything's on the way as we go through the first full week of 2023. We start that off with a little bit of dense fog heading into the overnight hours tonight. Tower cam from the Penobscot building overlooking downtown and Windsor as well. We've kept that cloud cover with us and chilly temperatures as we've worked throughout the late evening hours tonight. We're one of the warm spots, sitting at 42 right now here in Detroit, 35 over in Ann Arbor, 37 right now as you're working over into Howell, and 42 tonight as you're checking in with us over in Adrian. The visibilities have dropped as we've worked throughout the evening, down to 3 miles right now in Pontiac as well as over in Howell, 3 miles in Ann Arbor, and 4 miles working into Metro Airport. We are going to see some patchy dense fog overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. So if you are going to be heading out for the morning rush tomorrow, use those low beams and put some distance between you and the cars that are in front of you. Clouds and radar is trying to bring just a little bit of precipitation in here. I'm not completely sold that this is reaching the ground. I think a lot of this is that low level moisture that's been sticking around throughout the entire day today. So I'm going to keep some of that dense fog in early tomorrow morning. We'll start off into the 30s, warming into the upper 40s by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon before the rain arrives late tomorrow night, and we've got near record highs on the way for Tuesday. Details on what you can expect in your Forewarn forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Also a good time to download that Forewarn weather app. Get Exact Track 4D, Future Track, and weather alerts in the palm of your hand. You can find it in your favorite app store. Just search WDIV.
New at 11, Detroit police are investigating a shooting that happened on the city's west side. This happened around 8:30 on Hayden near Evergreen and West Warren. Police say one person was found shot. The victim is in stable condition at the hospital. Investigators are working to determine a possible motive. Tonight's shooting is yet another to add to what has already been a violent start to the new year in Detroit. Police investigating several shooting scenes after the clock struck midnight. Megan Woods joins us with more.
You can only imagine this is not how people plan to spend the start of 2023, visiting a close family member or friend in the hospital, or worse, having to bury them. The violence in the city today varies from deadly crash to shootings. The first shooting happened just an hour and a half into the new year. Detroit police say around 1:40 Sunday morning, they were called to a New Year's Eve party in the area of East Warren Avenue and East Outer Drive. A total of 3 people were shot. One of them died at the scene. Then downtown, about 20 minutes later, there's a deadly crash. Detroit officials confirmed that the car hit a wall on the 500 block of East Lafayette Street. But what led up to that is still under investigation. The person inside the car was pronounced dead on scene. Around 5:45 in the morning, Detroit police were dispatched to the 7700 block of Central Avenue, where 2 people were shot. Both are in stable condition. Not even an hour later, at 6:30, another 2 people were reportedly shot in the 2900 block of Fullerton Avenue. Police say both were privately taken to the hospital, but the 2 could be connected. Those victims are in stable condition. All are still under investigation. And that violence is just from today. That doesn't include the deadly stabbing that happened at 11:30 Saturday, just 30 minutes before midnight, or the 15-year-old child that was shot and killed Saturday morning. If you have any information on these crimes, you're asked to call Detroit Police. In Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Police are asking for the public's help in finding a driver involved in a deadly hit and run in Oakland Township. The accident happened around 5:30 this morning on southbound Rochester Road, just south of Wims Lane. Police say a 22-year-old male victim was pronounced dead at the scene there. The driver fled away from the scene, but witnesses say it was a woman behind the wheel of the car. The vehicle involved is described as a BMW 300 series, possibly white in color. This New Year's Day means swearing in our high office holders, and today Governor Gretchen Whitmer took her second oath of office. Democrats from up and down the ballot took their oaths of office with military precision and harmonies from young children. The governor's inaugural address touched many broad stroke issues she intends to focus on during her term.
Let's reduce gun violence, the #1 killer of kids in this country, by pursuing common sense reforms here. Let's tackle climate change head on while creating jobs, lowering costs, and protecting our air and our lakes, great and small.
Governor Whitmer is the 49th governor of the state. A new year is bringing new changes to Michigan's minimum wage amount, effective today for the first time in state history. Michigan's minimum wage is now above $10 an hour. The minimum wage was $9.87 in 2022, but it's now jumped 23 cents to $10.10. The tipped minimum wage also saw an increase, now $3.84 this year. The results of a court ruling could make the minimum wage jump even higher later this winter. Now to the Lions, as the playoffs are still a possibility after a dominating performance against the Bears. The Lions improved to 8-8. The playoffs are still a possibility if the Lions can get some help, and they can take care of business next week at Lambeau. Meantime, fans are pumped for what has been an exciting second half of the year. Jamie will have highlights and reactions and the latest on the playoff push when you join us for Sports Final Edition. We've got much more coming up on Local 4 News at 11. Here's Dr. McGeorge.
Our hearts have more in common with these great apes than you might imagine. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. I'll show you how experts here at the Detroit Zoo are helping apes in another state live longer, healthier lives, doing something that's never been done anywhere in the world.
But first, it's time to make a pledge to work out more, or maybe cut back on alcohol. We'll have some tips on making a New Year's resolution and actually sticking to it all year long.